What's up everybody, Dylan Johnson here. Welcome back to another workout of the day. Today is going to be the second portion of a DUP or DUP based programming that I'm working on, and this is going to be a pull workout. So yesterday was the compounds, squat, bench, dead, overhead press, so on and so forth. Today I'm hitting just a standard pull workout, focusing on my back, rear delts, biceps, and then throwing in a little bit of core in at the end. So starting off, just doing some pull-ups, 3 to 4 sets, around 6 to 8 reps. Again, with all of these movements and all these exercises, staying away from failure. So going on an RPE of around 7 to 8 at the maximum. Ideally, I'm staying between 6 and 7 though. Meaning I'm staying pretty far away from failure, not not taxing myself too much, but definitely fatiguing myself and working the muscles. Then after that, I moved into some cable pullovers, and with this, 3 sets, 15 reps per set, and really just focusing on the range of motion, nice stretch at the bottom, and then squeezing at the peak. Once I finished that, moved into some seated cable face pulls to target the rear delts. With this, you can see in this next angle here, I'm pulling my hands and my elbows out and keeping my elbows and my kind of triceps and my upper arm parallel to the floor as much as possible, while my hands are coming to the side of my face. Now in this angle, you can really see that I'm taking that rope and I'm trying to pull it apart as much as I can. That's helping me to really kind of create that mind-muscle connection and activate those rear delts more. I'm also bringing my shoulder blades together as much as I can at the peak. So again, just kind of concentrate on activating those rear delts. 3 or 4 sets, whatever you feel comfortable doing, 12 to 15-ish reps. Again, we're just kind of going through the movements and not trying to exhaust ourselves too much. Once I finished that, moved into some standard dumbbell lateral raises, really focusing on the form, trying not to rock. 3 sets, 8 to 10 reps, going a little bit heavier, but again, staying away from failure. I can't stress that enough. With all these movements, I'm staying as far away from failure as I pretty much physically can, while at the same time taxing and working my muscles as much as possible. Now, once I finished that, I moved into a couple of bicep exercises. So this is going to be a superset between a overhand dumbbell curl. So it's like a reverse grip curl. You can see my palms are facing the ground. I'm coming up, curling, squeezing my forearms, the kind of brachial muscle there, and my biceps. And then I'm going to superset that with a dumbbell hammer curl. Both hands at the same time, as you can see right here. Reason I'm doing this as opposed to starting with like a standard dumbbell curl, alternate curl, things like that, barbell curl, is because I'm trying to pre-exhaust my forearms and all the muscles surrounding my biceps, so that once I move into the standard dumbbell curls, which we'll be doing next, the muscles around my biceps have been pre-exhausted, meaning that my biceps are actually going to be taking over more of the load and more of the weight. So another key thing is with this, I'm really focusing on supinating my grip, meaning turning my pinkies up and out. You can see here in this clip the difference between having an overhand, a neutral, or a supinated grip, and how it activates that bicep. So as I'm curling up, you can really see, I'm trying to over exaggerate it a little bit here for the camera, pulling that pinky up and pushing it out away from my chest. That's really allowing me to get maximal contraction of that bicep. And again, because we went through and pre-exhausted all the muscles surrounding it, like the forearm and all of that, I'm able to keep the weight pretty light, and I'm able to really feel this movement in my bicep specifically. So for this, we're doing 3 sets, 8 to 10 reps. For the previous superset, it was 3 sets, 8 to 10 reps per exercise as well. So really focusing on one arm at a time during the bicep curls so that I can keep constant tension on a single arm, and then just pretty much flipping back and forth between the arms, trying not to rest at all between arms and between sets, just keeping the intensity rolling as much as possible. That's why another reason I've got such low weight is so that I can just kind of keep that intensity rolling. And trust me, after pre-exhausting and fatiguing the surrounding muscles, you will feel this movement with a lot lighter weight than you actually would normally use. And that's going to be pretty much it for the pull portion of the workout. Once I finished that, I moved into a circuit between two different core exercises. First was a long lever plank, and the difference with this, I'll show you guys here in a second, is the position of your arms. So I'm going to pause the clip right about here, and you can see the position. This is a standard plank position. However, if we throw in this image here, the image on top is the long lever plank. You can see I've pushed my elbows out just about under my face as opposed to under my shoulders, and what that's going to do is it's going to add a little bit of extra leverage and a little bit of extra intensity to this movement. So if you guys haven't done this before, I would highly recommend giving it a try. It's going to be significantly harder than a standard plank. This is the first time I've ever really done these, and I was amazed at the difference in difficulty between a standard plank versus something like this, a long lever plank. So if you guys aren't able to complete the long lever plank, goal is 30 to 45 seconds. If you aren't able to do it, just stick to a standard plank, or you can do what I did later on, which was do the long lever for as long as I could, and then finish out a 30-second section with just a standard plank. Once I finished that, I moved straight into some just lying windshield wipers. So I've got a mat on the ground again, just laying out, keeping my hands flat and my arms flat, straight out for balance. And I'm trying to keep my feet as straight as possible vertically, and then I'm just rotating from side to side, keeping my shoulders and my upper back on the ground. And this is really going to help activate those obliques, activate the lower portion of our abs and our core. And then, like I said, 3 total sets, the total circuit. It's a circuit, just go from one exercise right into the next. Avoid any kind of rest whenever possible, and that's going to be the workout. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Hope you guys have learned something. Hope you guys have taken something away. As always, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.